Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can download and install Fedora version 25 on Oracle VirtualBox. So let's get started. Hopefully you have already installed Oracle VirtualBox on your Windows operating system. I'm using Windows as my host, but I think on other operating systems also the procedures will be the same, right? So just go to VirtualBox website and just download the executable file, and the installation is really easy. So I am not going to show you how to install VirtualBox. Just install VirtualBox and open VirtualBox for now. Okay. Now we are going to download the Fedora ISO file. So just open your favorite browser and search for Fedora. And the first link which will appear here will be getfedora.org. So just click on the link, and here on the Fedora website you have three options: Fedora Workstation, Server, and Atomic. We are interested in Workstation, so just click on this section, Workstation section, and here you will be able to see this kind of interface. And here it says this is the Linux workstation and you have been waiting for. So I will just click this download button which says download now. Now the little change the Fedora website has done here is in whenever you wanted to download and install Fedora 24 version, for example, the ISO file was available on here, right, in this green download button, for example. But recently I think Fedora has also the Windows version of executable file, which we don't want, right? So we want Fedora ISO file, and this download button is not going to give you that. And what you need to do is you need to download this ISO file from here, which says 64-bit 3.1 GB live image, right? So click on this link, not on this. Okay, so just click this link, which is going to download Fedora on your Windows operating system, right, which is the ISO file. You can see Fedora Workstation Live 64-bit 3.1 ISO. I have already downloaded it. It's a quite big file, so you need to wait for the download. So I have already downloaded this file on my operating system, and this is the ISO file which I'm going to use. And now I'm ready to create the virtual machine using this Fedora. So for that, just open your VirtualBox manager, and here we are going to create a new virtual machine. You can see I already have different kind of operating system on VirtualBox, and now I want to install Fedora also. So just click this new button here, and once you click this button, it's going to give you the new virtual machine interface kind of a thing. And here, create a virtual machine, you need to give the name Fedora, and VirtualBox is intelligent enough to recognize that if you type name Fedora here, so just type Fedora, and the type automatically will be selected here will be Linux, and it's going to automatically select the version Fedora 64-bit. If it doesn't appear automatically, you can just choose from here, right? So Fedora 60-bit, 4-bit, and Linux, and then click next. And this is the minimum memory it requires, but we can give a little bit more memory to it, for example 2 GB of memory, for example, and click next. And here it says create a virtual hard drive now, which we want. So just leave it as default, which is the second option, and just click create. Okay, this is going to give you this kind of interface. Just leave the first option enabled, which is VDI format, and then click next. And also here just leave the dynamically allocated memory here, and just click next. And here you can provide the size, whatever size you want to give to your Fedora operating system. It requires minimum 8 GB, but you can increase it to, for example, 20 GB or whatever memory you want to allocate, hard disk you want to allocate, right? And then click create, and this is going to create this virtual machine. But still it's not ready to use because we haven't provided the path for your ISO file in this virtual machine, right? So what you need to do next is just click Fedora and select Fedora from here, and then click settings here, or otherwise you can right click on Fedora and click settings from here also. Both will open the settings option for the Fedora virtual machine, and here you can change some of the settings related to Fedora. So what we want to do here is we want to go to systems, and here you can see we have allocated 2 GB, which is fine. But if you want to provide more processor, by default VirtualBox provide one CPU for your virtual machine, but you can increase it from here. For example, I want to use 2 or 3 or 4 processors, right? So for now I want to use 2, okay, and here leave it as default. Next option is display. We don't want to change anything there. And the next option is here, which says storage, right? And in the storage, what we want to do is we want to provide the location of our ISO file. So just select storage and go to controller, select empty, right? Select empty, and on the right hand side you will be able to see this kind of interface. Just select the CD icon, which is on the right hand side, and then click choose virtual CD disk file. Okay, so just click here and then copy the location wherever you have saved your ISO file, Fedora ISO file, and then provide this location from here, and choose the ISO file which you have downloaded and click open, and this is going to provide the path for your ISO file, right? And here one of the important option in general is, you can see here that if you want to copy and paste content from your, for example, Windows host machine to your Fedora machine, go to general and go to advanced, and here you just need to enable bidirectional for shared clipboard and drag and drop bidirectional. So choose these two options, bidirectional, and click OK. Now we are ready to start our installation for Fedora. So just select Fedora and click start, and this is going to start the installation for the Fedora for the first time. First it's going to give you this kind of screen. You just need to press enter here, so just press enter, or just press enter key, which is going to start your installation, right? So first of all, the process has been started, and now the Fedora installation has been started, right? And what you can do here is just click on the user, and now it's going to start the installation. And now here you can see the welcome screen for the installation. So click install hard drive, this option, and the next step is to choose your language in which you want to install Fedora. So for example, I want to install Fedora in English, so I will just scroll down and search for the English version, which is this one, and then I'm going to click continue. And now in the next option, I need to choose the keyboard settings, time and date settings, installation destination settings, and network settings, right? So we will do it one by one. First of all, keyboard settings. The English keyboard is okay for me, but for now I also want to include the German keyboard because I have the German keyboard on my laptop. So I'm going to just search for German keyboard from here. Okay, so search for the German keyboard. In my case, I'm going to choose German keyboard, but if you are okay with the English keyboard, it's okay, right? And then click done. The next option is date and time. automatically my location is showing here, so I'm just going to click done here. Third option is system, so just click on system, and these settings are also okay, so just click done once again. And the fourth option is going to be the network option, right? So we will just give the network options from here also, so just choose network and home name. For now I don't want to change anything, so I will just click done once again. So even if you don't want to change anything in these four options, you just need to open everyone and then choose the option and click the done button also. Okay, and then you can see begin installation button here, so just click this begin installation, and then the installation of Fedora will start. In a meanwhile, you can provide the root password for your system, and you can create a new user, right? So I'm going to just create a root password. Just click root password from there, and then here I'm going to provide a root password which you can remember. So I'm going to provide one root password, and once again I'm going to provide the same password here, and then I'm going to click done. And now I'm going to provide the user attribute which I want to create. So just click user creation, and in here I'm going to provide a new user name, for example code bind. And the second option is here I'm going to choose this option which says make this user as an administrator, right? So I'm going to make this user as administrator, and then I'm going to provide the password. So once again I'm going to provide the password for the user, for example, and then I'm going to click done. Okay, so just click done, and now you have provided the root password also, and we have created a new user also. In my case I have provided the same password here and here, but it's on you whatever you want, right? And now you can see the installation is going on while we are setting our root password and user credentials. And now we will wait for some time for the installation to complete. It will take some time, so I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to continue once installation has been done. Okay, and now I can see that the Fedora installation is complete on my virtual machine, and I can see this message which says Fedora is now successfully installed and ready for you to use. Go ahead and reboot to start using it, right? So I'm going to click quit button, which is going to quit the installation interface, and then I'm going to restart it. So just go here on the top right hand side and then click this power button, and don't click restart yet. Before restarting, what we need to do is we need to go to device, choose a CD DVD device, and then uncheck this option which says Fedora Workstation Live ISO. So just uncheck this Fedora Workstation option and click force unmount, and then you can see if it's unchecked, then you are ready to restart it. So make sure that this option is unchecked, and then click restart, and it's going to restart. And once the restart is starting, you need to go to machines here. So just go machine, click machine, and then click reset. Okay, so click machine and then click reset, and then click reset here, which is going to restart your Fedora. And here you can see it's going to restart, and just choose the first option, which is automatically chosen after some time if you don't choose it, and then the Fedora virtual machine will start. Okay, and now I can see my login username here. I'm going to click on the username, and now I'm going to provide my password which I have given at the time of installation, and I will click sign in, which is going to log me in, and which is going to show me the Fedora initial window, welcome window I can say. And now I can see the welcome screen. As you can see, the default language is English. I'm going to leave it as default and click next. And here once again I'm going to leave it as default and click next, and once again next and skip. Okay, and then click start using Fedora. So in this way you can download and install Fedora on your VirtualBox virtual machine. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and